Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Listen. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It is another live recap, review, whatever you will, of sorts, where we talk about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 9. It's episode 10, and it's the Lipsync Lalaparuza. I appreciate you for tuning in and spending your Saturday with me, or if you're watching this on the playback, whatever day it is, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are at, the bus, your car, your room, downstairs. Oh, I shouldn't say nothing about downstairs after seeing Long Legs, but I'll keep it going here. But yes, I plan on making this not too long of a video. The first lie I'm going to tell today. I do that all the time. Like, it's not going to be a long video. I mean, it may not be a long video because honestly, it's just about the lip sync, so we can sort of break it down today. I will have polls up for each and every battle that happened this week. 7 battles total, 4 to start, 2 for the semis, and 1 for the final. And then, of course, go over who we're rooting for going into the 2-part finale. Told you. Told you. I was like, watch it be the 26th. I said it's going to be 12 episodes like last season. I was right. So yeah, we are going to get into it today. Honestly, I loved all of the song choices. It's definitely from my genre and era of music. I know it may not be for everybody. I will also say something about certain songs I felt should have been held for a finale versus I guess the order of songs they were using. They were fan favorites, so they've been used before. I live. But I do have something to say about one thing in particular where I was like, I think you thought somebody else was going to be in the final, and that's why we had that as the last song, because that low-key could have been in the other group, and then you could have took the Shaka Khan song and put that as the final song, to be fair. But that's just me. I'll get into it myself. I'm not here to argue with nobody because it's really just me talking and you also being a part of the conversation too and implementing in the live chat. But I ain't swaying for nobody today. Just like someone had said before, I'm always right. Not really, but I am going to hold my opinion because that's the point of this, right? Why would I be here just for you to tell me that I'm wrong and then go, never mind? It's not what this is, right? So let's have fun today. Let's talk about this episode and let's get into it. It's at MattyRants everywhere except for X, which is at the MattyRants. You can find that all in my About section for YouTube. You could also see that I do reactions on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. So check me out over on Patreon. That link is available as well. This episode is up, as well as the show House on Fire and soon to be Big Brother 26. I know, Shandell. I was like, this isn't, my music category, lots of Black music here. I was enjoying it very much. Continue. We also have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, and we got cameos that are available to you. So make sure that you tune in and get something for that, right? Okay, then. I'm going to give you this disclaimer because I want to be in the live chat, but I find myself sometimes reading a comment that's a little bit not in my energy and it takes me out of it, and then I want to go back and forth. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to graze the live chat, look for the best, and not saying that your commentary ain't the greatest, but if it seems not where I'm at in my mental spirit, I don't want to pay it. It's going to be like, ooh, this is going to get nasty. Why are we being negative? But then again, maybe you didn't like this episode and you want to yell about it. So there you go. Disclaimer. This program's for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to blind any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs, and all opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human on the planet. No hate should be sent to any shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. And grab your libations and strap in because Matty is a talker. He may be here for a while. Please don't post any spoilers in the chat because that also would be rude. And if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program, I don't know why. I'm cool. I like me. God is good. God is great. Listen, thanks for tuning in today. As a person who is in Houston, Texas, and was hit by Hurricane Beryl, I was lucky enough to get my power back on. But unfortunately, the city is still down for the most part. I'm including a light that's not even too far away from me, y'all, is still not working. And there's still a portions, I should say, of the city that are without power and may not have power for more days, like going into next week. Some people, even in this rant pack that I know, who are still waiting for their power to be returned. So please send your prayers for those who are in Houston, also those who were affected by Hurricane Beryl through Jamaica and all the other islands, as well as everybody that got hit with it. It's a lot. And it was already some trash with the response that happened out here. They have already they're talking about FEMA assistance and all that for a lot of us who lost our groceries, or who lost, like, some people had their houses destroyed. Some people are currently just still trying to find a way. There are hotels being booked that don't have power, and they're booking the hotels without telling people that there's no power. It's a lot going on right now in my city. So we're coming back to being a little bit normal, but we got a long way to go. So my city, I love it to death. This is why I'm here. And it's just been a weird ride right now, just watching everything take place and people starting to point the finger at who did what wrong. And it's literally a natural disaster that took place. A Category 1 hurricane sat on top of Houston for 5 hours and did its work. So we weren't prepared. And it was a lot. So yes, but all my love to my city. I've just been watching the news lately and I've been feeling that pain, like, oh my God. And I hope everybody is staying safe and cool. We've lost some folks, unfortunately, but again, we're Houston strong and we're going to fight through this. Now, if you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, it's all of the pleases and all of the thank yous. All right, I see some tippy poos already coming in. Thank you, Casey. A heart back to you, my love. It's PayPal.me/MattyRants, catch up MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. I am going to DragCon. I will be literally leaving Wednesday. I got to do some stuff in LA prior to DragCon for the channel and for other things that are going to. Okay, I have some announcements to make, but I'm doing them right now. This is the announcement part. Matt, shut up. Get to the show. No, I have announcements. Okay. So I'll be there Wednesday, and I'm coming back home Monday morning. When I get back home on Monday, that is going to be a decompressing day, a day for me and Bleeker to hang a little bit, because Bleeker is going to be watching my kids. And then Tuesday, I will be immediately back on to go right into All Stars 9 finale part 1. Wednesday will be House on Fire. And then, of course, we'll proceed from there. Excuse me, I have to rewind my entire statement. Let me redo this all over again. I will be doing on Tuesday finale part 1 of All Stars 9. Wednesday will be Canada versus the World, because that premieres while I'm in LA, and I'm not going to be able to do it while I'm out there, y'all. My mind is not going to be focused like that. So that'll be Wednesday's show. Thursday will be House on Fire. And then for the upcoming weekend, because everything's going to change now. Oh my God, so much on Friday. Like, Francis ending, that's coming up. This is it's a lot. We will have some multiple shows. So just stay tuned for the community tab. I will be posting the schedule and be letting you know in advance about everything until the schedule becomes a little bit more normal. But yes, if you want to drop it to people in my jar, it really does go to my DragCon fund. I'm going to be real with you. My fund it's not where I need it to be, but at the same time, I still am going to push through and enjoy myself. So if you want to send me something for DragCon, PayPal.me/MattyRants, catch up MattyRants, then MattyRants. Are you reading me? You call me a beggar? You call me this, that, and the other? Okay, well, crash, burn, all that kind of stuff. Listen, I had to pay for 2 new tires this week after Hurricane Beryl and all the debris on the road blew out one of my tires and the other one was all fucked up. So by all means, I ain't going to be over here going, I can't, I'm going to ask. PayPal.me/MattyRants, catch up MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants, because bitch, I had to come out some money today for some goddamn tires and I did not have that on my agenda. Either way, I'm in good spirits. I'm really happy and excited to be with y'all. If you're not going to tip, that is perfectly fine. Don't let the people misconstrue it. You in the comment section is important. Now, if you're not going to tip, and I'm getting real here, you can leave a goddamn comment, whether you like me or not, bitch. And I am talking to the bitches that don't like me too. You can leave a comment. You're going to delete it. Will I? Because there's a whole long 18 comment thing on one of my videos where someone let me have it and I just let it go. So by all means, leave a comment. That really helps my channel tremendously. Shout out to everybody for the Drag Race Philippines video. Y'all did that with the views and I appreciate you there. Again, drop a tippy poo in my jar if you feel like it. And Will, thank you so much for the first super chat of the day. God bless you, baby. The doll was performing tonight, choreography and everything. I'm happy to see the logo era girls getting their flowers in recent All-Star seasons. Now, Will, we're going to have a moment for Chanel and Roxy later. Because when that happened, I had to put my, whatever I felt and energy, I had to put it all aside. And I was like, yo, these bitches came from 360p 480 energy. Logo days. The one subscription when it was Comcast, I used to hate having to get because I needed to pay extra just to watch Logo. And I sat there and watched all of their seasons when it aired, not later, not on streaming, but when it was on cable. For me, I was having a moment. And I was mad that the song didn't reflect that moment. We'll get to that in a second. I thought it was great, but I was like, the song should have reflected the OG energy that just was in this finale. And that song, while from season 7, does not reflect their energy, in my opinion. And I love Miss Ariana, Little Dark Grande, Little Dark Roast. That's fine. Medium, really. Now she's, blonde roast. But that's actually true. I just felt, okay, there should have been a different song. However, I still enjoyed the show. I was like, you should have Break Free in the regular group. And you should have had another song up there. That's all right. Either way, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Ari, thank you so much for the tippy poo on Venmo, for making my 12-hour shift bearable. You in the hospital, girl, or you at the call center? I don't know what you're doing for 12 hours. That's either call center work, because Matty used to do the 12-hour shift, so I have the shorter day. I didn't have to be there all week, but it would be hell on earth. I remember those. No. The Shaka Khan song, I think, would have been a great way to end it. I think that would have been a great way to end it, personally. I think if it was Chanel and Roxy and they knew it was going to be the Shaka song, they would have changed. Chanel's outfit would have made more sense a little bit. And Roxy would have changed to something more flowy to really hit that number. Either way, I'm still fine with things. I would have made just different decisions as, a producer. No shade to production. I'm just like, I would have done something different. I'd have gave them a grand song, like a grand old something. You know what I mean? Now, I do remember some of the lip syncs that these songs came from, and I'm going to just tell you this right now. I'm still going to say Trinity K. Bonet's performance of I'm Every Woman was better. However, I thought Chanel did that. I was proud of Chanel this week. I was like, okay, girl, we're going to talk about you. And the way I'm about to break down Chanel's hand movements is so funny, because she did, it's so funny. It was Chanel in the first lip sync, Chanelica in the second lip sync, and then it was a cross between fades for the last one. Because I said, girl, she brought her best potato salad to the barbecue. We're not going to all eat it, but somebody's going to at the time. I was like, oh, I see you, Chanel. I love Chanel, but I had to go back to Trinity's performance. I said, no, baby, that was still it. That was still it. However, I think Chanel would have been an excellent contender if they both were battling. So it was good. It was good. All right, let's get to the episode. It's a Lipsync Lalaparuza. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, shout out to Scott. Hope you're doing well, Scotty. Thank you so much for the love. Hearts from Dallas, Fort Worth. How you doing in Dallas, baby? I'm one of the Houstonians that doesn't shit talk Dallas girls, just so you know. Y'all live too far away for me to talk about you. And you have a theme park, so you're winning against us in general. Okay, we just have water parks that smell like pee. We used to have theme parks out here. It's a long story either way. I like this episode. Let's start this up. We're not going to spend too much time here. We really don't need to. Oh my God, Georges is a front runner within one episode, and Chanel is on the board. Everybody got badges. All right. Now, as much as this looks like, the Pink Ranger, with a nice bust down front, fighting against one of Rita Repulsa's villains that is possibly going to, giganticize. And then we got to see Georges do a whole bunch of choreography to jump into a robot that's going to take about 5 minutes. Something was said here that made me go, shut up, Nina. And it was the fact that they were talking about, why did you give her a badge? Well, she said she was the only one that said she'd give me one. So I was like, tradesies. Now, I like you, Nina. Believe it or not from the girls that are coming here and they like to say, did you suck her? No, baby. I'm not that kind of guy. But I will say I do like Nina for the most part. I do like her. She's good people. You have the nerve to be mad at Chanel for giving the badge to fucking Georges, and you gave Roxanne, the doll, a badge early in the season because you thought you were doing the right thing, Miss Thing. Here's a real gag, Nina. Had you not gave Roxy that badge, and you gave it to Chanel like you and we all thought you were going to do you know technically if things were still going the way they were and Chanel was doing as good as she was, she would be in the front runner position regardless? And you would still probably be at 2 or 3 under? Remember, Nina didn't give Chanel that badge because what was the whole thing? I don't want people thinking that we're aligning with each other. That was the strategy. So now we're over here and we're pig shit mad about this. And I love Nina. Again, this is all TV and this is all whatever. So this is not anything personal. It's just me talking about what we saw on television. I just thought it was so stupid to hear. Like, girl, that's dumb. Shut up. Like, you gave it to the big dog. You gave it to the contender. It's the girl that walks in the room that everyone knows, oh, she actually competes and it is a beast. Don't ever give her any sort of advantages. Plastique's doing well. She ain't winning no lip syncs, though. Roxy's winning hers. Love you, Dean, but I was like, This is you being mad at your own decision and taking it out on Chanel. True team. God bless her, though. Ooh, listen, as far as I'm concerned, I was just ready for us to get to the Lipsync Lalaparuza. I just wanted to know what the rules were that were going to be in place. I didn't know if RuPaul's suit was black or if it was a deep plum. Because you see how it looks like in this picture? Go back and watch this episode. When she comes out of the door, it looks almost like this dark red or purple. And then when she stands still, I was like, is it black? I'm like, oh my God, what is this fabric and why can't I see what it is? Either way, I did like the suit for what it was worth. But Rue just steps in here to be like, all right, girls, this is a light episode. I don't want no mini challenges from you bitches. Y'all gonna lip sync and you gonna battle. And this is what all the kids like. They told us on the social medias. Oh, speaking of which, RuPaul, that parallel parking video. Oh, that parallel parking video. My goodness. Oh, that shit was fucking hilarious. And also, for those of you who are having trouble parking or parallel parking, do follow it. Rue's not lying. And here's the thing, Michaela. If you live in LA, you definitely need to know how to parallel park. You need to know how to parallel park if you live in Los Angeles. The majority of parking out there is going to be parallel parking. I am okay. Either I get it right the first time or we're going to be doing this because I have a terrible depth perception. So like, I'll be like, girl, I know this. I mean, this. I think, listen, if it was the coffee enema I'm here for, maybe RuPaul has found her way into like a ganja farm and she has like all the sativa in the world. I would love to know if RuPaul has invested in any cannabis farming. Why not? She's already into the. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for being here today. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. If you dig what's going on, make sure you get into the comment section and tell me about your favorite lip syncs. I almost made it. Tell me about your favorite lip syncs this episode and what you want to see for the finale. I thought that was funny. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I put up a poll before this video, and I'm shout out to 100+ votes here. What was the episode giving for you right now? 45% said everything. 38% said she's cute. 7% said meh. And 10% said just get me to the finale. Thank you for being here. Joyce, I saw your love and I send it back. Love you, Auntie Joyce. I see you, baby. Hi. Hey, everybody. Sorry I haven't spoken directly. What's going on, y'all? Hey. Hey, let me see if I can do a run through. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, Jermaine. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Joel. Hey, Michaela. Hey, Monty. Hey, Amy Boo. Hey, Miss Casey. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Cinnabone. I love that. Come on, Maddie. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Purple Eater 42. Natasha. Liam. How you doing, baby? Big Tool. Joel, if I said it once, I'll say it twice. Well, Justice, Nancy Joyce, you know what's up. JB, how you doing? Wild card. Always good to see you, baby. Well, let me see. Make sure. Kevin, how you doing? Love, work in progress. Always. Louise, how you doing, sweetie? Lauren, how you doing today? Sarah Rogers, what's going on? Oh my goodness, making sure I get all my highs in for the live chat. Soulful Dog, how you doing, baby? Silver apples, always. Sometimes golden. Choo, choo, choo. CA Santos, what's going on? Prophet Misfit 09. Huda. I got you. Nick. Thank you for being here. Janae. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Whew. Okay. I was like, you know what? For the girls that say, Matty, don't go through this chat, I'm going through it today. Hey, what's up? Costa, how's it going? Becky, what's going on? I know, a speech. I know. Shut up, Queen. It's giving that. Wendy's front yard. How's it going? I need to go to a Wendy's, but they've changed that menu up a little too much for me. It's upset my stomach. Sue, always a favorite. How you doing, baby? Glad to have y'all here for me today. Oh, my goodness. Captain Sully, I hope you make it across those seas. My goodness. Get it. I want a basketball for you, baby. Listen, Plastique, I love you down. You have chewed the girls up in multiple categories, including the challenges and said runway. As far as lip syncing is concerned, well, but I think it's still good. It's still good. Becky, you will definitely see me next weekend. Just make sure you say hi. I think you did last time. You caught me in line last time, if I remember. You caught me when I was in a rush. And I was like, I came in with my little bag and I was walking like some princess with a bent wrist, trying to get the badges because I was going to go see the girls from the Philippines. And I was trying to make sure I had my badges together. I was like, oh my gosh. And I also was like, I only have 5 hours I can be here. I have to catch my flight tonight. Craziness. No, Plastic's a good performer. It's just that I think for me and what I've seen, Plastic does well when she produces her own numbers, like when she's like more in control of the situation, so that way it's like she knows what's going to look really good for her. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that she can't perform on the spot. I'm just saying that if we would like the top echelon of what we're trying to see here as far as lip syncing goes, let Mama be the one in charge of the show. Give her a day or two to get the production meetings together. Maybe we'll pay for some seats, probably our drinks. Is this some sort of like ticket bar? I don't know. And then we'll go there. That's how I feel about her. I think she is an incredible performer, but I want her to be in charge of the show. And I think we'll get what we actually want. You know what I mean? Louise, that's how I feel about me, Louise. Like, I like to be in control a little bit. And when I'm not, I have to adjust and it takes a second. It's like, I don't know. Let me figure this out. Because what are they asking of me? What do they want from me? I start to overthink things, It's interesting. But I like Plastic. I do feel bad for her because that would make me feel some kind of way. It's like, girl, I'm eating, but am I? There we go. I'm eating, but am I? Georges, I like you, my little piehead, my little gaping girl, my fellow bottom sis. I like you, but you said some stupid shit here too. You and Nina were on some dumb stuff. You know, Miss Angie girl, I love you, sis, but you do be blocking the girls. Are you ready for my screenshots of you today with the one performance you got? Don't do it, Miss Thing. I was like, how are you going to say she's blocking you when she just walked past you and then you had to move? I know that was dumb. Like, what are you talking? You did it to Roxy. Literally, Roxy was in the back of the stage. You sat center to her point in the front. Are we really doing this? I said, you looking for something, sister. I love you. But this was I'm looking for shit. This was giving me, I'm looking for something. Are you afraid if Angeria was going to beat you again, girl, because you felt she shouldn't have beat you the first time? Oh. And you know I love Georgia's. But I was like, what is she talking about? Angeria, you are so kind. You are much kinder than me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. You said it in your confessional when you had said, the only reason you got blocked by me is because you allowed me to block you. When someone is moving across the stage, you don't just sit in your position and let them sit in front of you. You move the fuck out the way. Haven't you seen me in many videos, many times, talk about lip syncs where I'm like, girl, why did she just sit back there while Miss Mama got in front of her? And then other people are like, well, that's rude. No, baby, we're in a battle. You are fighting for position and point of view. You are looking for the judges to see you and just you. That bitch shouldn't even be a part of the conversation. High key. Y'all are new. You're new here. You're new here if you're saying some other stuff. You're new. You don't know it. You're not for drag. It's not for you. So we got to be kind on stage. Fuck all that. Bitch, move out the way. As a matter of fact, you want to know a good example of queens that were moving across from each other, never sitting behind her in the front, when Angeria and Roxy were performing. Groove is in the heart. Room, rack, forward, boom. They were just moving across the stage. One was giving me more than I wanted, but Roxy find her point, sit, cross. Angie find her point, sit, cross, boom. Kind of like Plain versus Geneva. Great example, Latrell. Thank you so much for that. Yes. And Geneva sat in the back and looked at her like, girl, what? It's like, no, you allowed her to make a moment out of you not moving immediately. You weren't present and you let her get in front of you. And not to say that Geneva's a bad queen. She's not. And not to say that, you know, Plain's rude for what she did. She's not. I mean, y'all could say she rude for other shit. Girl, I got to meet a lot of the season 16 queens this season. But I think my meeting with Plain's going to be funny. Girl, she better not say one thing because I'm going to go in. Plain, you better not say one fucking thing, bitch. I'm going to read. We're going to read. We will read each other the whole way. Dare someone record the session because I'm ready. Dare I get in front of you, girl? We can play cat. Oh Lord. Okay, I'll get back. Joe, don't get me started. Some people's opinions on that I had to check out on because I was like, girl, you made that way bigger than what it needed to be. And this is the problem and why Drag Race, in a sense, is now being bastardized and put into this whole, well, if we don't like what we see, then you can't be on the show and we'll attack you and come for your character and say you're this kind of person. Then everybody goes on there scared to fucking be themselves. It's crazy. And I'm like, you don't realize when you say shit like that, the actual domino effect of things that go on because you're not clicking that we're in a battle and we're watching a show. We're not watching some people have a personal fight on fucking stage. It's crazy. Continue. Love Georges. Thought this was a dumb point. Everybody does this. Move out the way. Queen to come through. That's that. You know the song. Move out the way. I'm with my girls and we all need space. Ooh. When the queen come through, part like the Red Sea. If she get in your way, move out the way. Right in the front again. Tell you what. I was like, girl, what are we talking about? Either way, Vanjie said, it's a Lipsync Lalaparuza. It was a good time. RuPaul, I kind of like this. It did. It's short. It's like one of those dresses that belongs in another doll, but you put it on the Barbie because you know it's going to give what needs to be given. I still think about why I didn't perform Move as my first like drag performance song and why it was America Has a Problem, even though I was so happy to do America Has a Problem. I still like think about that. Rue Barbie. Hey, high definition. Yes. Rue Barbie. Because I really wanted to do Move, but my friend talked me out of it. He's like, I don't know if the crowd's gonna get it because it's got the Afro beats and stuff. They may not be able to receive. And I was like, I know, but like, I still think about it because I had my choreo ready. I had it ready to go for Move. I had it ready. Oh God. I also think about what if I did my first time in drag after the Renaissance tour because the Renaissance tour didn't happen yet when I did my first show. I tell you were in the crowd when that happened. I forgot. It was a good song, but like curious. I wanted to show some of like my actual like some African dance movements that I learned when I remember I used to date a man from Zimbabwe. We used to do a lot of stuff together, and he taught me a whole lot of things. And then also like I was introduced to some like fresh dance class. There were some things I wanted to do so bad. So I'm like, getting real low. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. So yeah, I'm supposed to be doing something in LA. I can't talk about it, but I'll be quiet. I have to be quiet. I was told to hush. Like, Matt, when you talk about it, I'm like, I know. It makes it not as fun when it's a surprise. I was like, okay. But yes, RuPaul, I think looks good here. I enjoy this Ru Barbie dress very much. I'm supposed to be filming a new intro video. That's one of the things I'm supposed to be doing in LA if I have time. I mean, I'm going to be there for like 5 days. Yes. Like I have to show some stuff, but like it was gonna be in a heel. It was gonna be nasty. Either way. I think, yeah, Rue chewed this photo. Rue, you did this. This photo in general ate them other two on the side of you up. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, there's some things happen. I love how Jiggly in the live chat almost spilled like my tea. She's like, I know what's happening. I was like, shut up. Oh, so funny. I mean, low key, RuPaul could have been in long legs. This is it right here. Speaking of that movie, I am still thinking about it today. That movie has left an impression on my. I if you are planning to go see Long Legs this weekend, prepare. That was a movie I was not ready to receive at all. I thought I was walking into something else, and I got a completely different movie. And I was like, "Oh dear, oh dear." Michelle looks cute. I don't. Yeah, Ross. He's shiny and tan. He's shiny and tan. Amy, was it about spiders? No, there was not a spider in the movie. Not one. Not one spider in that movie. Soulful Dog, I will go ahead and tell you, it is my favorite Nicolas Cage movie I have ever seen. And I actually, that's I put that on cross my heart. That is his best work for me. That man truly disturbed me. I couldn't look at him through the majority of the film. Like every time they gave him too much, I was like, I'm not, I can't. Didn't like how he talked, didn't like his manner. Everything about him was creepy. I just could not, didn't want to receive it, didn't like it at all. No, I didn't like none of. I'm not a fan of Nicolas Cage. I think he acts the same in every movie, except for certain films, and this is one of the certain ones where I'm like, yeah. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm not gonna ruin it for you. I'm just gonna tell you. If you walk in expecting a jump scare horror movie, you will be sadly disappointed. It is not The Grudge, it's not The Ring, it's not Silence of the Lambs either. It's how I would describe it is true crime, dark thriller. Very, very dark thriller. Very, very dark thriller. And if you are a person who is taken by things of imagery that may mess with you, you may not want to see her. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Because they had this man telling us before the movie, if you want to get your refund, you can, because certain themes about the movie are very dark, and some folks felt a little tested. And I was like, wow. And then when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, I was praying last night. Oh, I had the lights on in my room. I didn't want no dark corners. I didn't want none of that. I was like, I did not feel comfortable leaving that movie. I did not feel comfortable at all. I was like, no. No. But it was not a super like horror movie, if you will. It was very just dark and very disturbing. Very disturbing. The third, like Dooley liked it, but he was like, Matt, the third act was just crazy. And I liked the craziness of the third act. He was like, that's what I was like, no, what the fuck is happening here? But for me, it was the third act just took it to another level. And I was like, wow, we can't go back. So yeah, I would recommend it if you like movies that are really built on atmosphere and are very dark and twisty, and it makes you like think a bit. No, it has elements like Silence of the Lambs because it's the FBI is involved with finding this guy who's been taking out people, but like it's way more than that. And that's all I'm going to say. It's way more. And it gets deeper and deeper. 7 is, I think, a good call of the movie. I would refer to it as a really fucked up episode of the X-Files. That's how I would refer to them. If X-Files was produced by A24. Yep. There we go. If X-Files was produced by A24. Mm-hmm. No, there's not that much gore. I will admit that. There wasn't a lot of gore in the movie. Just some imagery that was, images meant to scare the shit out of you, like make you think about them later and look in the dark. They did a very good job at making me very nervous going home. I'll say that. Okay, that's the most I'll say, because I was going to talk about it tomorrow on the panel with Dooley, because he went and saw it. And I was like, we have to talk about it real quick. No, you'll probably like it. I did have a little trouble sleeping last night, not gonna lie. Every time I heard something in the room, I was like, girl, let me look for my cats. Michelle looks good. Ross is wearing black. Let's get these babies. Let's get to this lip sync, please. Yeah, if you're sensitive, Casey, I wouldn't do it. Because I'm a tad bit sensitive, but I like to be left nervous sometimes. I was questioning, I was like, God, I need you like touching me right now after that film. I need the spirit of the Lord present in my place, in my home. I was praying because I'm like, I felt like something came with me. I was like, I don't like movies like that make me think whatever they just showed me on the screen can attach itself to me. Oh no, bitch. It was a lot for me. It was a lot. So I liked it, but it was a lot for me. I jumped a couple of times, but it was more so the ending. Just my mouth was open the whole time for the whole ending. Just like, what? What? It's great. But yeah, if you're sensitive, Maddie's trying to save you some time because, woo, girl, my lights were on last night. My TV was on. I needed noise. I don't want to hear no silence. Yeah, because the movie's soundtrack is very eerie. It's very quiet. So you have to hear everything. Oh, God. I hate movies like that. They make me so nervous. And then they have a bunch of shots, last thing I'm going to say, where you'll be looking at the person, but they show you the whole room. So now you're just like staring, and girl, it's a lot because you just be sitting there in the scene like something's about you don't know what to do with yourself. Like, should I anticipate something? Should I not? The film makes you heart race a bit. It makes you, it collectively gets bigger and bigger and bigger until the final act where it's like, yo. And then, yeah, that's how I would describe the movie. Not a typical horror film. Don't go in for that. Yeah, I saw The Nun 2. The Nun 2 was more horror movie than this was. Like that had jump scares intentionally trying to make me scared. This movie did stuff that made me jump that wasn't intentional at all. I did see Quiet Place Day 1. I would recommend it. It was good. It was more of a drama. It had a lot of drama to it, but it was good. Lupita did a good job. Latrell, thank you for the super chat. First time seeing RPDR was season 5 when I was 10. You just aged me. Seeing Roxy whipping her hair against Alyssa and saw her this episode at 20. I also love you. Love you too, Latrell. Oh, oh, oh my gosh. I Thank you for the super chat. I was like, you were what? Oh my gosh, I am getting up there in days. That's fun. Okay. God bless you, baby. That's no shade. That's all love, boo. That's just me coming to a realization. Like, I'm like, oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I was born in the 80s. That's right. Oh my goodness. Lisa, thank you for the Tippy Poo on PayPal. I appreciate it. Just a little something towards DragCon. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you so much. Whew, that's funny. I'm sorry. I'm smiling, Latrell. That's sweet. I was like, where was I for season 5? In a house with a man who didn't love me that was cheating on me. All tea. Where was I? Hey, Pesky. All right. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Matty getting up. Ooh. Hold on. Guess what shorts I have on? That's that thick. I got my Renaissance merch shorts on right now. Ooh, little thigh, little thigh. Listen, okay. I had to stand up for this part. It just felt right in my spirit. Okay. All the songs I am fine with, I am good with, I am great to go. Every single one of these tracks on here, all in the wheelhouse. Pussycat Dolls came out in my era, in my time when I was able to experience life after high school. So I would have really enjoyed some Pussycat Dolls. I was in the club with that when I was in my late teens, early 20s. So I'm like, oh, easy. You spin me round. I've been in the bar so many times out here before 6 p.m. I've heard that song over and over and over and over and over again. Easy. Let's go. My Lovin' by En Vogue. Thank you. I'm Every Woman by Shaka Khan. Give me Whitney's version or Shaka. I'm going to chew. Groove is in the heart. Oh, 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. But Holding Out for a Hero. You may not receive what I have to say today, but I'm going to say it. This Holding Out for a Hero was better than season 9's. And that's not shade to Aja or Kimura. But this was the better version. My Lovin'. It's a tough one because as much as I want to be like Raven was doing what needs to be done, I remember who she was battling, and I was like, well, I don't know if I preferred this one more because I actually like Gottmik. I was like, okay, I don't know. That one I'm going to have to put on the board because I was like, well, I remember that one. I'm Every Woman. It will always be Trinity K. Bonet and April Showers. So sad to tell you. No, I'm not knocking Aja because I enjoyed it, but Kimura was, that wasn't iconic to me. Baby girl sat there with the worst makeup, and I was like, oh no. I'm trying to remember who was it that did When I Grow Up the first time? That was the one I had trouble remembering. It was When I Grow Up by Pussycat Dolls. I'm like, who was the ones that performed it the first time? I'm trying to remember what season that was. I was like, when was that again? Coco Montreal. The whole all in my brain. It just literally, I got the whole thing. Yep, all here. I would argue, it's tough because Coco was that girl. Coco was cutting the fuck up in that lip sync. But when I tell you, I loved what Vanjie was doing during this. I don't know. I think I might have to give it to Coco. Well, I want to see Coco and Vanjie do that one because that would have been nasty. Bitch, it was also something about Coco being in that outfit where she was supposed to be given like a little girl tease and she had the hair. It's Coco. Because Coco had that little wig. It was like, yeah. Like okay, I have to give it to Coco. Yeah. I'll never forget it. I was like, oh. It was also that moment when we knew if Coco get in the bottom, here we go. It's gonna be one of them. Shit. You Spin Me Round. I don't remember who did that one either. I don't know. We can move on, but I was happy with the songs. Each one, I was like, if I was there, I could do it. Oh yeah, we'd had a good ass time. Now, this Spin the Wheel Golden Bruno tease. Trinity and Latrice. Oh, that's right. And Latrice was rolling on the ground, and Trinity had the old lady drag and was swinging them titties. I'm glad we got a redo because Nina and Chanel did better than them. Yes. At like leaps and bounds. And that was also Nina's best lip sync on any of the seasons and franchises, if you will. I will argue with you about it. I was impressed. Chanel was fighting and Nina knew like I have to do something. And it was like, okay. And I felt for me, I was going, this is what I've been wanting to see, but it was 80s camp, and that's why it worked. Like, what are you talking about? She barely okay. Nope. Matthew, we're not going to engage with that today because that's that I don't receive. That's not what happened. And I've watched this little too many times. Girl, she was lip syncing. Don't do that. That lady was lip syncing. She wasn't enunciating like Chanel does. Like Nina's mouth moves like this. Chanel's mouth moves like this. Like when Chanel lip syncs, that mouth, wow. Like you're gonna know the word. Nina, Chanel. I don't know if she didn't know the words. She knew the words. Now don't do that. I'm gonna argue with you there, wild card. I watched this a couple of times now. Now, I don't know if I agree with this way of doing the choosing anymore. He spins it, and I noticed some balls weren't even moving. And then I'm also going, he's looking down prior to picking every ball, and some people's names are turned up. That's just where my mind was. I was like, so are you reading them prior to, or like you, because you look down, I'm watching you go dun dun, and I'm seeing names flipped up. And I'm like, we don't see him grab it because it cuts. And I'm not saying that that's what they're doing. Drag race, I'm not saying that's what you're doing. But it is weird when you roll it the first time, balls aren't moving. We cut away to Rue, we cut to somebody else, we come back, the balls are now moving. It stops. I can see the names from me just looking at the TV. I don't know. That was my only thing where I was like, okay. Gottmik is the first ball. We are certain. And I'm going to say that just for my own knowledge of stuff. That I am certain. That I'm not going to let the speculation stand. From my own knowledge from people who I've spoken to that have worked, said everyone's names are on the ball. What was the episode giving for you? Y'all voted 45% said everything, 38% said she's cute, 8% said get me to the finale, and 7% of you said meh. Thank you so much for voting today. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's get a new poll going for our first lip sync of the recap review. I was like, the night? Nope. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, help your boy out for DragCon. See me get some merch, meet some of your favorite queens. A bitch gotta travel and I'm already nervous. I actually have so much anxiety about this trip. Please and thank you. It's PayPal.me for /MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Don't forget there will be a panel tomorrow and a special interview on Tuesday. For my house on fire people, a special interview on Tuesday. Yes. Yes. Went ahead and got that confirmed already and everything. So yeah. Yes, for my house on fire people who saw my most recent repost on Instagram about having an interview with AJ from House on Fire. And we have talked and we're doing that interview. So yeah. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate you for being responsive. It meant a lot. And also, shout out to Yusuf in the House on Fire account because I've been talking to people, girl. I'm gonna meet them or the people who are representing from House on Fire. I forget who's gonna be at DragCon, but I'm gonna see them there too. So they're like, "This is gonna be excited to meet you at DragCon." I'm like, I'm so excited too because I love the show. I love them, so I'm excited. I mean, hey, I'm gonna keep my Butch Queen business right over here, boo boo. I'm gonna do just that. Because that's exactly what was given. I was like, okay, I catch it. I got it. I wish there was a like communication from that. I still felt a ways because it was like, why would you just tell me? But it is what it is. Gottmik picking Angeria. Huh? I thought this was such a dumb decision. To be fair, you should have picked Nina. And she would have picked that song that her and Chanel performed. I don't know, Mick. You may have still won. I don't know. I think that Mick wanted to be the person chosen, like how Vanjie wanted to be the person to be chose, but then had to play a smart game. I saw you, Vanj. That Libra action was kicking in, girl, because you like, oh, okay. You think I'm not going to play this smart when she picked Plastique? She knew exactly what Plastique was going to pick. She was like, oh, yeah, I know exactly who I'm choosing. She was even dressed for the song. That's why I was like, oh, yeah, she's not dumb. She's playing the game. Mind you, looking at the music that's up there, I'm like, Mick, I already knew Angeria was going to either pick I'm Every Woman or In Vogue. She went a clean run for the second round. She's not going to pick something to be like, well, maybe Gottmik will be good at this. She wants a song that she knows you don't really know. And she chose My Lovin' by In Vogue. And I love how Rue is so messy. So messy. Angeria, is that a song in your wheelhouse? Oh my God. Whoa, we have breaking news, everybody. Okay, so we've got two people. She said her and Plastic already planned it on her story. Oh, they already planned it. Oh, well, that makes that less fun now. I guess she's not as brilliant then, and I don't get to have that same opinion. Took the air right out of that balloon, didn't y'all? I was trying to compliment you, Vanjie. It's gone. It was already pre-thought. No longer cool. It's dead. The song, their lip sync was terrible then. They talked about it prior to. It still was a smart decision. Their dress for the song statement still stands. Remember, I'm right. I'm only responding. No. I'm sure, again, if they talked about it beforehand, it is what it is. But yeah, I like to keep my same initial statement because that was fun and fantastical. Now to Angeria and Got Mixed Performance. Wow. Ooh, bop. I wasn't mad at what Gottmik did. As a matter of fact, let's get this poll up here. Let's get the poll going. Oh, I already have it set up. It's like I gave a whole speech, Joyce. Well, actually, I was like, but it was a fun, fantastical speech. You gotta let it stand. I also just like to keep it on the show versus going to social media to where it's like I don't need the behind. Let me just stay on the front. But it is what it is. Gottmik wasn't bad. She wasn't bad. She was good. It wasn't. No, don't be sorry. I'm being facetious. I'm being really petty right now, Doug. Do young sweet Raj. Don't pay attention to me. That's me being really stupid right now. I'm doing that on purpose. Don't worry about it. I'm being the sensitive girl here. You don't pay attention to me. Don't. One thing, okay, again, please, y'all gotta remember with me. Don't ever take me too seriously. Like from now on, Queen. From now on, don't take me seriously. Like we'll have serious moments, but in general, like when I like pout or whatever, don't ever take that serious. That's just me being a butt. Like, no. She was fine. It's just that Angie knows In Vogue. And so, had this been a different person that she was up against, maybe Gottmik would have done something, right? But there were points in the song that she was missing the attitude in the, element of who these babies were in Vogue and what this song was and the video and at the time what it gave, what needed to be given, right? Oh, I was supposed to say who won. You right, Lisa. What the fuck is this poll? Okay, I'm gonna end it though. I mean, do you just want to vote on what you thought of the lip sync itself or who won? Because I mean, we know who won. I feel like I just closed it out way too early because of my own overthinking. Help, help. This is alive. Angeria won. Okay, then we'll just rate the song, the lip syncs itself, and see how we feeling about. Okay, let's do that. I'll put it back up. Round two. Oh my god, I can't. Janae, I know it's kicking my ass right now. But no, listen, after the hurricane and like that 50 plus hours with no power, and like I had like a honest to God like moment of just some clarity and some like pulling some shit together. I also finally got a hold of my therapist after not being able to talk to them this entire week. And like lots got to change with your boy. Lots of ways of handling, responding, receiving, and returning things. So I'm trying. I am. But also, like she said, please embrace your silliness because I feel like you dumb it down a lot when you think people are going to make fun of you. And I'm like, this is true. So, yeah. Let's get it going here. Yeah, back to the lip sync though. I thought Gottmik was fine, but it was Angie's song. Angie was giving me the right attitude that I needed to have. And I also was living for the fact that she was going also a little, she was getting a little a funky. I don't want to say fun, yeah, funky, yeah. It was mixture of comedy, but also given the attitude I felt was needed with the song. Gottmik was sexy with it, and it sort of added an element if she was against somebody else, yes. But when it was the never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, oh, 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 when it was that part and she was in the back just dropping it low, a slow whine while she was taking off the skirt, I was like, ow, ow, ow. Because that's one of the easiest parts for you to just sit there and just blah, 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 blah. High definition diva. I thought this was therapy. I mean, this can be therapy for some people. Shared experiences. But no, I'm not one of those YouTubers that has over 100,000 subscribers that seeks out attentive therapy through their audience or TikTok videos while fighting for their life. Playing with it, really. Not that YouTuber. Not them. Didn't buy subs. Didn't do sub for sub. None of that. Anywho, and I'm not talking about anybody in the Drag Race universe, so don't do it. I'm not talking about any of my people in the Drag Race universe. I'm talking about somebody who literally is playing with time, and it's crazy to see them. Yeah, moving right along. Moving right along. Don't worry, Mirage. I don't want you looking up their channel. They're a terrible person. I'm in a whole world of different YouTube stuff that if you get down that rabbit hole, you'll be like, what? Sarah Rogers, you survived a hurricane and a tire blew out in the fruitway. Fruitway? What's a fruitway? A fruitway. Yay. Okay. Sorry. Sarah, again, T. Yeah, basically Mirage. T. That's another reason why I had to talk to my therapist the other day, because I was like, I almost like got in a car accident. My tire blew out. Ended up at the tire shop spending like $150, like just to get new tires, and they were trying to upsell me. Ugh. To then all that stuff with losing my food, I was just like, this week is crazy. This week is crazy. But I'm also like, I survived it. I'm still alive. My cats are good again. Everything's all right. Like, I have to be thankful. I can't just like, you know what I mean? I just can't be up. I can't just sit and be like, all this is happened. Somebody ran. It was just like, well, I made it through in it and we're here still. So like, let's be thankful and let's just push, like, let's just keep pushing. Because damn it, I got a flight to catch on Wednesday. I got people to see at DragCon. I got queens to show my love to. I'd rather have my focus there, Vanjie was the next person picked. Vanjie picked Plastique. My original narrative was she knew who to pick, but they already talked about it. So let me try to work that out. Hold on. Vanjie was like, Plastique, come here, get Plastique. What you want, girl? The Av was coming. Bitch, you want to do Pussycat Dolls? Ooh, we're doing Pussycat. Okay, we're doing that. If you get picked, you pick me, and if I get picked, you pick. That's what that was. If you and bet. Okay, let's go. The way Vanjie was dressed, I knew she wanted Pussycat Dolls. I mean, I also felt like even before me knowing about it on the story, that Plastique was probably going to pick that one too, versus any of the other songs. No shade. If it was Break Free by Ariana Grande on this list, that would have probably been the other choice I would have seen Plastique choosing. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, maybe. Ooh, would it have been a different story if it was Break Free? I don't know. I want to talk about plastic, but every time I say something critical, a fan come around and tell me I need to go jump. So I'm like, girl, it's okay. Your girl is still supreme, baby. She's just not. It's giving very Usagi-chan, low key. Serena, Sailor Moon had to sit back while the scouts would go in and get their asses beat. Then Mama would pop on up. You don't think so, Mirage? I mean, I feel she may have known Break Free. Maybe. Oh, Rome, that's adorable. That's adorable. Hold on. Let me close this out. Let me get the poll up. You know what, Ro? I want your eyes, baby. Give them to me. Give them to me, friend. Give them to me. I want them now. I need to see the way you view the world, boo. I got to see the way you view the world. Oh, you talking about Vanjie? You talking about Break Free? Okay, better. I would see Plastic beating Vanjie maybe to Break Free, possibly. But to this song, I was like, nah, this is. Do you see how Vanjie is dressed? Whore. She is going to win. Love you, girl. But that lady is dressed like a whore. She's going to eat you up. And that was the Pussycat Dolls' entire aesthetic. Tramp. I know. I just clocked it, Rome. I know. My bad, baby. I just clocked it. I was like, let me come back. I was like, oh, Pussycat? Oh, you right. No, I'm not going to say tacky. I'm going to say whore. Tramp. Plastic, you actually did really good in the beginning. You did good in the beginning. You did good in the beginning. You did good in the beginning. I hate. Because everybody, we just asked the question if whether you want to do who won or whether you want to talk about the lip sync itself, Arnold. So that's why we're doing what you felt about the lip sync itself versus who won, who you thought won in the live chat. Better yet, we'll do numbers in the live chat for that, but voting as far as the overall lip sync goes. If you thought that Plastique won, do a 1. If you thought that Vanjie won, do a 2. There you go. But the votes for the overall appeal of the show. Plastic in the beginning was great. I hate that she takes off her shit so early. Roxy did it too for holding out for a hero, but it made more sense. It made way more sense. She took off this jacket. Now I've got a confession. That was fire. Plastic. That bam, 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 all the way down. That was puss. Boom, 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 knees. I was like, yeah. We were good there. You were good there. You were already on a stunt, and she wasn't on a stunt yet. Vanjie won just off that. I'm sorry to tell you, I take the lady who was strutting through the whole performance versus the lady who was spinning around on the floor in a spin cycle and patting her puss overly consumed. As much as I enjoyed Plastic's performance, my focus was on Vanjie and that goddamn wig. Vanjie might as well have been walking down the street soliciting. Do you understand me? And a good solicitor too. Mama was actually serving more for me. I lived for everything that lady was doing. I was like, baby, act the fuck up. Took off them cheap ass clothes. I said, there you go. There you go. I said, come on, sister. I said, and then when we got come on, chicks. I said, oh, yes. She had more of a buildup for me than Plastique did. And Plastique kind of threw stuff too quick at me to where at points when she was performing later, she was doing a lot of this and that. And I'm like, honey, that hair was bouncing for Jesus. Whoever is doing her wigs, sir, madam, They, them. How much? I don't have it, but if you want to gift me a wig, I need one of them human units, please. My God, that hair was moving. They were both tossing their wigs around. I liked this the first time. She did it again at one point, and it was like bam, bam, and I was like, "Class, move, move. We got to move on." It was cute. It was cute the first time. They loved it the first time. I was just like, "What's going on here?" Sister was doing it. Benji said, "Hi, hi. Want to be famous? Want to have movies? When I grow up?" I was like, "Yes, yes, yes. Give me slut. Give me whore. Give me tramp. Please." I just loved it. I'm sorry. I loved all of it. Like I was just like, please, Vanjie, keep going. Like, yes. You better walk and bounce. Come on, sister. Like she was walking like she has some big ass titties. I'm kidding. I'm telling you. Vanjie was walking around here like there were some D's on that. Throw some D's on that bitch. Just bought a Cadillac. I was like, ah. I loved it. I'd have thrown money. I'd have thrown money that day. Was I entertained by both of them? Yeah, I was entertained by Plastique too. For me, what Plastique did with this performance is how I'm going to feel about George's with Roxy's performance. Mama was moving around and she was doing a lot, and it was cool and it was great. But I wanted to focus on somebody, and I wanted somebody to make me like get in there, and I felt that more with Vanjie. I just felt that a little bit more with her. That a little bit. She didn't even do her dip fall until later on the song. Plastique had did it 2 times. And her second dip, or I don't even, it's not that. The way she landed was awful. And I was like, oh, girl, because we're throwing stuff now. Come on, sister. Come on. Let it go. Like ugh. She threw too much at us and it didn't need to happen. And then she started spinning around. And I was just like, what? Okay. I said, Vanjie, you did that. Go off, girl. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you, baby. Plastique, you was dancing down, sister. I just there were moments I wanted something here and it didn't happen. And it's okay. But I felt bad because I'm like, damn, I want her to at least get one of them. But like Janae, thank you so much for the tippy poo on Cash App. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you. Okay, so at the end of the performance, I thought that they thought that the song ended. Because they came together and ass cheeked it, and then it was like, ah, and they had to walk off because I was like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's what it was, and it was supposed to be like a psych out, and then they like closed it. But there was a part where they did come together as if it was actually about to be the end of the song, and it was like, no, it's not. So I was like, wait, did they both mess that up, or like what? I don't know. I think I'm overthinking it because they have the lip sync music, but it felt like maybe they got a different version than what song they were listening. I don't know. Something about that was weird. They definitely did. They both laugh. Okay, so I'm not the only one that saw that. Okay, good. You see me, my reaction go, wait, wow, how? And my reaction, I said, wait, something. Because you notice that some of the songs were shorter for certain performances. Ariana Grande's Break Free didn't get no time to break free at all, girl. That was a 2 minute Pink Panther song. Didn't make no sense, no bridge, nothing. But I'm Every Woman, they edited it down, but they gave I'm Every Woman time. I was like, oh, they gave that song time, girl. That song was up for quite a minute, quite a good minute compared to some other ones. I was like, okay, interesting. I think it was a good performance and a good show and it was entertaining. Vanjie is the winner. Wiener. Wiener. We'll just do who won in the chat polls now so that everybody can get their tip in here. But yeah, Vanjie won. I was like, shout out to Vange. I feel bad for Plastique. But nah, Mama took it from me. I was there for the moment that hair started bouncing and she started doing her little march step. I was like, oh yes, Vange. And it was like a little light step at first, and then she started getting a little harder. I was like, okay. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, Bruno in the Unbroken Face has now picked another ball from a McDonald's play pit that smells like shoes and pee. And he picks Nina. Now, you know goddamn well that Nina was not going to pick Roxy or Georges. Let me close out this poll real quick. Plastic versus Vanjie, 58% of you said giving, 37% said she's cute, and 3% chopped. Start a poll. Who won? Yay. Here I come. You spin me round, baby. Round. Okay. Here we go. Like, she wasn't going to pick Roxy or Georges. That would have been a fool's journey. Mind you, if I was her, I would have picked Chanel too. No shade. I also know that Chanel would have probably picked a song that would have been more up my speed based on what was left. When Chanel picked, also this moment back here when Chanel does this for every time she's picked, she does this. And then when she finishes the song, please tell me y'all are clocking in her. Like, it is, I love it so much. That is a showman. That is a entertainer. That is a performer, girl. That is a host. Thank you. And they picked me. I guess they want me. Like, it's so dramatic, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it so much. It's that old school kind of drag I live for, bitch. I'm so sorry, Chanel. I'm not trying to age you, girl. I'm almost near your age, bitch. I'm very close to your age now. But like, goddamn. I'm happy they picked You Spin Me Around. I wouldn't have wanted to see Nina do I'm Every Woman, No Shade, or Holding Out for a Hero, or maybe Groove Is in the Heart. Maybe. I kind of felt like that song was for them for both of them. I did. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. It was that's Nina's wheelhouse, that's Chanel's wheelhouse. I said, okay. Crash, thank you for the super chat. This is my go-to karaoke song. I do hold the notes. Okay, come on, holding notes. You better hold it. Text, hold it. We go down, 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 down. Did I make the poll? There we go. The girls got their wish. Tell me who won. Thanks, Christian. Love you too. Have a good day at work, babes. This was my favorite performance from Nina this season in a lip sync. You may not like her, you may not feel it. We both have different opinions there. I was proud of my girl. I said, okay, Nina. Chanel, on the other hand, right here. You are not paying attention to Chanel like I am, and you need to start paying attention to the fact that this lady does so much extra, and it's so right. That bitch, before she went here, she turned to the back like she's pulling the energy to hit this mark. It was nasty. I was like, ha! I said, excuse me? I lived. I caught a couple screenshots of Chanel doing this. Roxy does the same fucking thing. Small little key details, little nuances, small stuff, little added apostrophes, period to sentences, a space between that you have got to get into drag and lip syncing and the best of the best. Emote, bitches. Emote. Take us to the song. Take us there. Nina was doing it not as deep as Chanel, but she was keeping up. And that's why I was proud of her, because I was like, Nina, you actually know the goddamn song. Okay, bet. Like, even the costume doesn't even go with this performance, but it's like, if she knows what she's doing, she's going to take you there, and you're going to be right in the element of it. Nina's outfit was for the song, truthfully. But like, I'm watching this and I'm going, oh my God. When she does her turns and Chanel puts her hands behind her back to then come back up again, that's also from her being a juggler. I'm paying attention, Chanel. I'm like, I'm seeing your showman skills at work here, and why you do a lot of diction and lots of enunciations with what you're doing. Like, you make sure all of this is out and everyone can see and the words. And Coco does that too. That's why I love seeing Coco perform. And I watched her for the Drag Race live show. It's also why I give Derek Barry more dues, because once I saw Derek Barry performing live doing the Britney number, I was like, oh yeah, girl. Oh yeah, bitch. Pop off. But when Nina did the reveal and she did that quick little boom cat, I was like, what is going on today? She said, turn around, turn right out. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nene. This one and Groove is in the Heart. This outfit is only for this song and Groove is in the Heart. I'll tell you that right now. Those are the only two songs I saw on that list that this outfit would make some sense. It's not even a bad outfit for me personally. I kind of liked it when she took off the pants, because she started to like turn it up. And that let me know you're not making this, you're not saying this is easy, and you're not giving up. You are fighting Chanel, and you were fighting her very, Nina. I was proud. I'm going to actually, I have your back here, girl. I got your back. You were cutting up. And I was proud, because I was like, I saw you were doing things for me. That's like, okay. But watch how I break this down when it was the this part here. It looks like she's about to eat a big ass or a huge cheeseburger. Like, this is the hands that you see from her, but it's the way Chanel builds the and then pulls it up. Do you see where she's grasping that energy to then like, that's that kind of drag. That kind of drag. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. It's like, eat the booty, but I love God, so I'm not gay no more. It's that. Very, very Caldwell. Very, very, very. What that little boy or that grown man that looks like that looks like Binky from Arthur. What's his name again? Someone tried to read me and say I look like him, and I was like, you a lying slur. But Caldwell, yeah, there you go. He looked like Binky, but feminine. A feminine Binky from Arthur. Mm-mm. Mm. They were just trying to find somebody black and gay they didn't like to use as an example. I've already clocked racist shit that when people start to compare you to stuff, it'd be somebody that you like. Oh, okay, girl, got it. Also, I've dragged that lady from 10 days through when I was talking about a certain show that he was on. Trust. Girl, you read somebody through the gap between your teeth, Miss Thing. The fuck you talking about? Yes, he looks like a punk Binky. Okay, Binky as a punk. Now what? Shout out to my girls that have seen Arthur, because that really hits. I know it does. I mean, I wouldn't call him DW. She's cute. Okay, thank you. Oh my God. That boy can't even speak and spell. Like, what are we doing now? Either way, back to this. It was good. I liked it. And it made me respect both Chanel and Nina because I watched two people who didn't go into a stunt show, no shade. They knew the song, they know the genre, and they had a good ass time on stage. And I watched Nina give all fucks. It wasn't like some weird, oh no, we're revealing it into a horrible dress. No, Nina was actually working, but Chanel was also just so captivating. So, I feel bad, Neen, because you did really good. I was proud of your performance personally, but I said Chanel was cutting the fuck up. Cutting up. Cutting up, sister. Now, that's Chanel. You're going to see Chanelica very soon. Very soon. I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, you should be proud of yourself, girl. You way better than what I've seen this season. Way good. It was really good, Nina. Now, the only two people that are left to perform are Roxy, Andrews, and Georgia. So picking the ball is really about, picking the ball is really about what song, you get to choose for the two of you. As far as the poll for Chanel and Nina, this is why I wanted to do it based off of did you like the lip sync or not? Because it seems mean. 90% said Chanel, 5% said both the chop, and 3% said Nina won. All right. Thanks for the voting. This seems more, I don't like this. This seems mean. I was like, okay, no, Matthew, that is what they want. This is what they want. Okay, I almost did it the wrong way. I do not ask me how my do not bring up Miss Katy Perry crash. Don't do it. I saw that video and everything. I said, what? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, y'all. I keep on typing this all wrong because I want to do it the way I want to do it, but I'm like, no, we have to do it the other way. And it's like, okay. I don't have nothing to say. I really don't. I don't want to have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Now, Joyride's a bop. No shade. Joyride's a bop. That song's a bop. It's something about that polka, like what is that instrument called again? It's like I forget the name of it, where it's like the accordion. It's like that accordion that's dun 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 dun. I want to. I don't know why I like it, but is that what the song's actually about, though? No shade, like for real, for real. Like it's so odd that that's the song's title and then who produced it. But they're talking about that never went to court, and I'm like, girl, neither did some other things that people have proof on. But no, I don't think it's a bagpipe. I think it's accordion. Yeah, I think it's an accordion. I don't know. Something about that polka music getting a yesified edit was really doing it for me. Let's move on. Let's stay on the show. Stay on the show. Roxy chooses Holding Out for a Hero. It is a beautiful thing because Roxy's choosing this not only because she wants to do the song, but it also has legacy in her family from her, grandmother in drag to her mother in drag. Having what she said, a grandmother performing at Miss Gay US of A. I've actually been in the room for Miss Gay US of A. It's such a good pageant. It's great, good shit. If you ever get a chance to go, go. And then her mom doing it, and now her doing it. And I'm thinking about that, like Roxy, that's fucking incredible. You had your grandmother up there cutting up at a full gay US of A pageant. Then your mama, okay, Erica Andrews, then did it for her routines. And that's who you came from. And now you're on television, on the main stage, performing a song that is literally to your drag legacy. No, they were talking about Naj. They were talking about how the song is really popular and special to a lot of us that enjoy drag or have seen performances because of the Tandy Iman performance, who is Tamisha's daughter. If y'all remember from that season, and Tamisha gave us that tea, and Tandy dropping from the ceiling for her talent, bitch, and going right into the performance and dancing with that dude with the superhero costume. It was everything. No one had did it before. It was a groundbreaking moment. So for people like Nina West, because you saw how Nina was like cutting up for it. Remember, Nina was at the Entertainer of the Year competition. You remember that performance she did? Nina's been performing in pageants too. Nina's not just a Broadway kind of girl or Disney girl. Nina has had, this is why I have to always check myself when I'm talking about people, because girls have time and history in drag. There are a lot of these babies that get on this show that it's been only 2 years, and that's fine. But there's some of these babies up here who have been doing the work. Nina, one of them. Roxy come from that same sort of brand. Like, we saw that shit back in the day, and it's like, oh, I remember seeing that shit. Entertainer of the Year. Thank you, Omar. Thank you. Winning Entertainer of the Year. I forget what year that was. But yes, like, there's pageant legacy here, and that's pageant legacy. That's pageantry. And so in the pageant world, that Tandy performance is a big deal. I remember when I was introduced to it way back in the day. Like, a long time ago. Been known about that performance. I used to want to do that shit. Literally, I used to be like, man, if I could just find a ceiling somewhere and just drop from the ground, and whoo. C.A. Santos, that's what I'm saying. We lose a lot of people who are important in our lives, and that's why we also have to be kinder people when it comes to certain things like stigma behind stuff and not supporting our trans brothers and sisters. Like, as much as we want to be, I don't like all that bull fucking shit. Okay, you want to be oppressed so goddamn bad, baby, you need to start running with the right team. You need to start being out there in the streets with your fucking team, baby. Because as men, you should be protecting women in certain cases here. And if you want to hold that case for your cis girls, then you need to do the same thing with your trans fucking sisters and stop bull fucking shitting around. I get really tired of that narrative where it's like, girl, I want to do this, that, and the other. Okay, so why can't you apply that for them too? Because you over here thinking this is who you trying to be. Because when they find out that you suck some peen, girl, they gonna treat you different. It's okay. Get ready. Please. You don't got to understand everything. Not everything has to be plausible for you, but being a fucking human being should be easy. That should not be too difficult. Why do you think I go up to bat for Jiggly? And why do you think I get so mad when someone's like, Maddie's misogynistic? I get hot about that shit because I'm like, you do not know me at all. Because I made one joke about somebody that you like and you're looking for something to be angry about. So you go for the thing that you know is a hot button word. Bitch, you're new. Okay? You're new to this. Right? I know a troll when I see one. And you don't live under bridges no more. You got computers and your fucking room stinks. I'm tired of this LGBTQIA plus separation narrative, and it would be better if without, and it would be better. It's out of, y'all are crazy. You're crazy. You don't have to agree with shit, but you better wake the fuck up. Wake up. You in the same goddamn category, whether you want to be in there or not. You in the same one. Don't listen to me. You'll hear it from someone else to say the same thing as me, and you'll receive it. But you'll know I was right. Now, holding out for a hero. My bad, y'all. Unfortunately, Elon Musk and the way my algorithm works with Twitter, my mornings, if I wake up too early and get on Twitter, is literally hate. All of it. And I don't know how that happens and why it is, because like after 10, and I get on Twitter, I don't see any of the shit that I see like at 6 o'clock in the morning. I cannot stress this enough. It's really weird. So I get angry sometimes in bed reading some shit, and then I'll see somebody who's gay go, well, I also have to agree with this kind of shit. And I'm thinking to myself, Girl, you just had a dick on your lips hours ago. Probably still smell like pubic hair. And you want to talk about who? If they found that out about you, girl, and then you end up getting tagged, you're it, and now you got a swollen eye. Help, help, community. You just said you weren't a part of it. That's what bothers me. You over here, you want to play to the community when you're a victim. But then when others need your support and just for you to go, I stand behind, you don't want to be there because you want Trade to like you. Girl, Trade wants her. He want her. All tea, not you. Let me get back to this. I'm sorry. It be some shit where I'm like, y'all are just starting to talk out your ass. And you haven't been hit by a reality check yet. You know, when you're in a Mario Party game or a Mario game and there's that little flag you got to hit for a save mark, you haven't even touched her yet. You haven't even got her yet. Like, while you talking, like, let's not do this, okay? All right. But that's why I say you got to let people just live and find out on their own and then come back humbled. I have done that this past year to several people where I was like, you was right. I was totally wrong. And everything that you said was going to happen did. I'm just saying, y'all want to read, haven't even made it across the level yet. Don't even know what the next road looked like, talking about somebody's future. Okay, girl. Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler, performed by Miss Georges and Roxy Andrews. Is the poll up? Did I put it up there yet while I was preaching? I did. I mean, I don't have any right now. No, nothing. No, not. No, are you sure? In this pocket? No. Can't find a penis. Okay. Roxy Andrews. Before I start. Georges, you were dancing down. There is a problem. I don't know if you even know. Like, you can tell me to go fuck off. It's cool, bitch. I'll see you at DragCon. You know I'm going to be in your line by your merch, baby girl. Your face didn't read the song for a majority of it. And I want to show you the faces just in between here. I want like, this is Roxy's mug. Why are you smiling? That was where Georges lost me. She was dancing for filth. Twirling up there. Twirling. But her face, I'm holding out for a hero for the end of the night. What? I'm holding out for a hero for the end of the night. Like this lady's going through it. He's got to be strong, and he's got to be tough, and he's got to be there for the fight. Like, there's passion behind Bonnie's words here. It's not just a boom, cat, turn, boom, boom, boom. And it's not, but she was boom, cat, and turning, boom, boom, boom. Great. That was great. It's great. Every time they gave her a shot, I wanted it to not be, that's all that, it was like watching the movie Smile. Like, I didn't know if that was what she was supposed to be giving, and and I just was like, if she had a different song, that face would have made more sense. When I grew up, this face would have made sense. You know what I'm saying? That face would have made perfect sense for that. But for this one, yeah, Lorianne Gibson would have been upset. Like, girl, why are you so fucking happy? Listen to the song. But she was dancing. She was still on beat. Let's be very clear. It wasn't like Georges was off beat. It wasn't like she wasn't doing anything. Oh, she was. Georges, you were eating. Just when they gave you this, I was like, it's not what's happening over there. So I just want to get it out of the way first. And then break down my Roxy love here. Roxy, you are walking to the back of the stage on do, 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 do. And you're doing it. It's the hands. Oh my God. It's the fact that you didn't even turn around, bitch, for this part. I don't know why, but I was like, ah! I just started screaming like, here we go. Dare I say that Roxy was still eating the girls up from the back of the stage on every performance she did this episode. From the back of the stage and was still beating the girls up. Every performance, Roxy, that you were in the back and you stayed back there, you still commanded attention and you were beating them up. Beating them up. It was a Maya Iman LePage video. Baddies Florida. I'm telling you, Baddies Drag Race. It was that. Beating them up. I was like, girl, this is too much. This is too. I live and breathe. Now, she took off her coat early, right? But it was right on time because the song and the way it's do 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 boom, it's getting you ready for the ha do do do. We about to get into the boom, coat off. There one's perfect timing. Boom boom, jacket off. Because now the outfit's about to sell. Now I'm about to sell. Now I'm about to show you what's up. She conveyed and her conviction was received. I knew what she was coming from. I knew who this person was. That's Roxy that's performing. But Roxy's also Bonnie, holding out for a hero. After she just told us that she's also paying homage to her family too, I could catch that in her performance as well. Roxy, you was doing light work, but heavy lifting. I'm on now. Like, come on. Just she is literally, and every time that wig, sister, every time you toss that hair, thank you for it being on beat. Oh, something about Roxy and Vanjie today with their wigs and how they were doing like the hairography on the beat. And she was choosing the right time to do it. It wasn't like in the middle of words. It'd be right before it goes into the next bar. Like right when boom, air up now, ha, that, like so it wouldn't take away from what's being done. Ugh. I just was like, thank you. This is a show. This is a show. This is a show. This is a good show. I felt her. I felt her holding out for a hero. Then she started as a ton and a turn and a loss. So come on, Roxanne! Just screaming. Like, come on, bitch. We are now towards the end of the song. It's the last portion of this going into the last little bridge. The hair is fucked up because, again, she's been holding out for a hero. She has been fighting for this. I see you, bitch. I see you, Roxy. I see you. I love it when she doesn't fix it because we're now into this motion in the song. Like, I've literally given up. I am tired. I'm still holding out for this. Mm-hmm. I love it when they're not afraid to get a little yucky and take us there. Take us there. I'm reading the pages. It needs to make sense. I'm on chapter 7. Don't get me back on 2. Proud of her. And also, as a person who enjoys drag, as a person who does drag, as a person who has witnessed drag for 20 plus years of going to these clubs and going to these bars and being a person who has actually seen Tommy Ross perform multiple occasions, the legend that is Miss Tommy Ross. For those of you who that were hearing her name on Untucked, yeah, that is somebody who, if you want to do some drag and you want to learn about fucking emoting and controlling a room, you need to go look up her shit immediately. That's a legend right there. Shout out to Miss Tommy Ross. I grew up on Tommy and Chevelle, Boom Boom Brooks. I grew up on Tommy when I was younger, seeing her perform. And then as I was in my 20s, I would see Chevelle in the club, Jiggly's mother, Miss Chevelle Boom Boom Brooks, Mistress Mama. And I would see her turn. And mind you, Chevelle's lost a lot of weight. Shout out to Chevelle. But she was a big girl in the club bucking. Like not like a little 1-2. No, baby. Thickums down, high kick, split, spin, turn, boom, bam. Like it was incredible to see her move. She'd be so quick. And also just the way her sharp movements, mama would just control the audience. Like, just it's a lot. So I grew up on that kind of drag. I grew up with those queens being the ones to make me go, yes, I'd like to see it in a, I like to see this. I like to do that. I like to go there. Mm-hmm. And I remember seeing Sasha Colby for the first time, and she came to Houston. This is way before Drag Race, and she was still very much known. I think this was after Continental. I think this is after her Continental. When I'll never forget it. I was like, girl, who is this? The entire club was rushing. This is before Drag Race. Club is rushing to go see her. Everybody stopped it. I'm talking about stopped everything because it was the drag show, but they knew Sasha was coming up. And once she came there, I'm talking about people were dropping loads of cash. That lady was performing her ass down. I mean, performing. I was like, who is this? And I remember I saw her again. And this is prior to her getting on Drag Race when I was living in LA, and she had performed at Hamburger Mary's. And I like had to tell her like directly, like, come on, shout out to Whitney Page, bring them names in there, baby. Get them up, get them up. And I was like, Sasha, I saw you a long time ago in Houston, and I've been a big fan since. And if you ever get on this show for Drag Race, I'm just gonna let you know right now, I will be rooting for you, but you're about to chew, devour, eat, and slay. And she did exactly that. I was right. I was right. Oh God. Whew. I can go on all day about the legends. I can go on all day about the girls that when you get to the club. Shout out to also Roxanne out here in Houston. That's one of my favorite people to see perform. She is a drag queen, beautiful trans woman, but also she holds it down at Barcode out here in Houston. I remember her from the EJ's days before they turned that club into a straight establishment. But she was one of my favorite people to see perform, and she is also a Tina Turner impersonator. So that was, again, one of my favorite artists ever. So yeah, shout out to Roxanne. I love you down. And yes, the next time I do go out, which is very rare, and I was looking for you, girl, the last time I was out. Shit, she watches this sometimes, but like, yeah, the last time I was out, she wasn't hosting. I was like, no, because anytime she's hosting, I'm gonna go to that drag show. I will be in Barcode for that drag show. Anytime Roxanne's hosting, I'll be in there. Just good energy. Anywho, Roxy, you did that. Incredible. And I've received this energy, this emotion right now, the full circle moment you winning here. That felt special to all of us too. And I also think that this is a completely different feeling of Roxy getting emotional on the runway after a lip sync than it was on season 5 when she was fighting Alyssa. And it was really emotional because it was a double save, but it was like Roxy was like literally on the brink of losing it there, and all of those bad things came up. This is different. This is like a proud moment of her showing those emotions for her legacy and the people who have lifted and carried her. I was like, who's not catching this? The difference is here. Mama, this is the second time that we got her up here, but these tears feel a lot different. It's a whole nother kind of tear, baby. I thought this was beautiful. Yeah, see wild card. That's the first. My mind went right. I said, you know what? I said this lady is an emotional. That's that Virgo Libra cusp right there, Roxy. That's that Virgo Libra cusp, sister. That's the emotions playing with you. I thought that was beautiful. I thought that was really beautiful. See, Stephanie, that's how I received it. Mourning the mother, but also mourning the mother and grandmother who were there for her. It's two different perspectives, it's a bravo, Roxy. I love you. I love you, girl. I was like, wow, that was heavy when I was watching. I was like, this is deep. This is deep. Georges, listen, you a bad bitch. Know that. Gaping bad bitch. But this was a tough run for you, girl. No shade. Mia, I don't feel like I said this. Yes, for DragCon, but also for the tires. Thank you. this day, I'm putting it right towards them tires, baby, because I still cannot get over the fact I had to pay for those the other day. I'm still pissed off about it, to be real. Because I tried to get one tire, and he was like, "Well, sir, you can't just buy one tire because the tires have to match." And it's really important because when you're driving, the pressure in the tire. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to die. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get two. He tried to make me to get four. And I was like, oh, no, I just need two. Thank you, Mia, for the tippy poo. Hope everything is all right with you in Houston. We're okay over here, but, making it. That's the best way I can put it for me. I'm making it right now. Quit trying to make gape happen. I almost said something that was crazy, and I'm glad I didn't say it. I'm going to put up my disclaimer. I'm like, that word sounds too close to another word to where another artist who has a whole album produced by said person, you could say the same thing. Oh my God. Quit trying to make Blink happen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Because every time I hear it now, that other word, it's horrible. Joyride, for a good time, good time. Ooh, also, if you haven't seen Kesha's TED Talk, where she sings instead of does the TED Talk, and she sings like this original song, the song is the baby like fucking about. I think it's called Cathedral or something like that. I don't know what it is, but it's a really good song. I got emotional. I was like, yo. Listen, Armand Rizzo walked so Georges could gape. So y'all let that go, okay? Now, the top 4, which is the semifinals here, there's only a few balls left in the bucket. As they spin, yeah, she got a TED Talk. I was watching it on Twitter the other day. Homogeneous, did you see it? It was so good. Also, wait a minute. Who got me into Benny? Who did this? Who got me here? How dare you give me good music? Do you know after our video, when you gave me the suggestion, I went and listened to all the music, and yes, it bop after bop after bop. How dare you? How dare you? I was going to say this for a rant report, but we'll do it real quick. So allegedly a lot of the songs that are on her album are produced by Dr. Luke. A lot of people remember Dr. Luke for the allegations that came from Kesha about certain things that were extremely inappropriate. And then if you remember, there were issues with her getting out of her contract because allegedly he was holding her in the contract and she had to go fight in court, and it was really, really bad. And now she's not under a label anymore because they were trying to blackball her from the industry. And she's currently independent as we speak. And Katy Perry, knowing all this information, decides to go work with this man and make a whole album literally produced by him, which everyone's saying that this is Katy Perry trying so hard to get back into, like, because both her last albums flopped. No shade. Actually, all of it. Both of them last albums were floppy, okay? Flop. So they're like, are you just going to him because he makes hits and da-da-da-da-da? You're not taking into account that these things happen. Then the Katy Perry fans are like, well, it wasn't in court. It wasn't proven. It sounds like another fan base. But it wasn't this. It wasn't that. And I was like, oh. And so, like, there are sides to the argument here. But a lot of people are team this one and a lot of people are team the other one. And then a lot of the reviews came out about Woman's World. They are dragging that song. They're dragging that song. They're dragging it. It's being dragged. It's dead. low key. It like even its base number for where it on the charts. I'm like, ooh, Katy, I don't know what's going on, sister. I don't know if like, ooh, maybe this wasn't the move. I don't know. Cause yeah, it's a lot going on right now. I'm staying out of it because y'all are too young and you have nothing to live for right now as of yet. So you want to say some shit that'll get your asses put in the ground. So I'm not gonna play with you just like that. Matty, did you just say that? I mean, I don't legit mean that, but I legit mean when you're younger, you feel like you have more power to then say some bullshit because you have time to like make up for that crap versus some of us who are like, bitch, I'm trying to get a house right now and mind my business. You can do all that dumb shit if you want to. Hope that helped. But yes, I am not going to fight a girl that has nothing to live for. No, thank you. I have kids and I got y'all and I got a family. I got shit to look forward to. Fuck you. Okay. I need y'all to start telling that to people. Look, I got shit to do. I got things to get back to. You want to argue, take that up with somebody else, bitch. But fuck you. Like, we ain't gonna know who we fighting with. Anywho, let's get back to this. Vanjie. Brat's a good album too. I do like Brat. I still listen to Brat. What song do I still listen to? Club Classics. I have to hear that like once a day. Guess is the other one. Yep. Guess is a bop. Guess is a bop. So is this other song I like too. I can't think of the name of it, but it like I didn't like it at first, and then I ended up loving it. I was like, you know what? I like this song. And also, I like Megan's album. I'm not going to be ashamed to say it. I actually found myself not liking it the first couple of times, but now I like it. I just wanted to make sure I have that song because it's going to be in my head. And I know I got some Brat Babies up in here. Where is this? Playlist. I have too many playlists. Here we go. Spring Breakers. That's the other song. Spring Breakers. But no, Moody Girl is that's my Megan song. Moody Girl, Otaku Hot Girl, and Downstairs DJ are my songs. That Downstairs DJ is a bop. Okay. Downstairs DJ is a bop. Okay, listen. Vanjie's like, I'm gonna pick Chanel. Chanel, like, I'm every woman. Shaka Khan. I knew Chanelica was in action at this moment. I said, oh, here comes Chanelica, baby. She about to cut up. She about to give it. Vanjie, your confessionals have been a hoot this entire season. Thank you for being a goof. Thank you for being the Libra that I needed you to be this season. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I picked Chanel because I knew she was going to pick the song I wanted. And yeah, that's fine. She like, I'm not dressed for the song. I'm like, you most certainly are not. You are not dressed for the song. Neither is Chanel. None of you were dressed for the song. Hence the reason why I was like, why isn't that the final song? Where they could have changed into something real grandioso and it would have made more sense. Exactly. That's her brunch song. They're like, that is literally the song that she opens up the show with. Like, this is legit. The whole I have a black. That's where this song came from. Listen, come on, Matthew. It's Shaka. It's Shaka. I got some super chats. Arno Stew. Hey, Maddie, glad your power is restored. Love what you do. Thank you. Well, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm happy it's on too. It did go off yesterday because we had a wave of thunderstorms hit. I got a little PTSD when it was off for 10 minutes, but it came back on. So we're good to go. But we're going to apparently have rain today and tomorrow. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Peace to Mateo. Thank you for the super chat. Baby Chanelica Jackson came out to Jenkins came out to play and praise on this one. Let me tell you something. There were still raisins in the potato salad, but I did enjoy the steak tips that she brought. Okay. Chanelica was at the barbecue. She's at the barbecue. Potato salad was trash. Ain't nobody eat it. The beef tips, though. I enjoyed the green bean cast. This is me and Dooley were on the phone saying the same thing. He was like, now, Matt, I'm like, I know that was not what we wanted, but we gotta admit it. She brought a dish to the cookout. She brought something to the table at least. Because I watched her do some shit that made me kiki. I kind of giggled. I giggled a few times where I was like, okay, Chanel, I see you, bitch. Okay, Chanel, I see you, bitch. She knew that song top to bottom. I loved it. I did. I loved it. All of it. Wild card. Thank you for super chat. I'm not saying we're psychics, but I feel like us summoning, or I'm sorry, us mentioning Chanel's inner black woman all season foretold this moment of winning to Shaka Khan. I'm saying, she said, "Let me show you who she is inside of me." Right now, it's almost like we were watching Get Out, and someone took a picture real quick of her, and she started running. You know what I'm saying? Like there was flash photography, and then she realized who she was, and she had to get out the body again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 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 oh. It was like we were proud of her. She sat on the right side of the bus that day. Listen, hold on. In this poll, we got to get to the Chanel of it all. God bless y'all. Appreciate you for tuning in today. I'm stupid. I know. Closing up, I had that pull up for way too long. 33 minutes we were talking about that with Georges and Roxy. This is why people don't like me, but why you love me. Thank you. Hold on, let me type out this other poll real quick because I've just been talking. Oh no, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I want to talk to y'all. And also, I really hated when the power was out. I was freaking out. I was like, how am I going to do my videos? How am I going to talk to my peeps? I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby, I do it naturally. Oh, oh, oh. I can cast a spell. Oh, see, oh, my mom loves this song. Oh, mommy, because my mom loves Shaka. She loves Shaka, Gladys, Patty, Whitney, all the divas, Sade, all of the girls. My mama was about it. So like, I used to have to hear this song often, and it would be Shaka's version until The Bodyguard came out. My mother played that soundtrack like it was nobody's business. I think that's why I'm a big Whitney Houston fan, because I remember seeing The Bodyguard in the movie theater too and everything. Like as a kid, 93. Bitch, how I was 7 watching the I Want to Turn to You. Ooh, ooh. Oh my God. I want to hold you in your arms. Why is that not a song for Drag Race? Like, that would be a nasty power ballad. Oh, can you imagine the girls in gowns singing, doing that one? There's a lot of songs from Whitney Houston that could be on here that don't need the Hex Hector. Stop it. Just let the original production song go. It's good. All right, let's get to it. I appreciate y'all voting Black Girl Magic. Protect all women. Protect all women, by the way. I don't want anybody to say that they're left out this conversation. All women includes trans women. What's up? They both walked to the back of the stage like they were supposed to do. They both turned the tuck around and they both gave a little strut while Chanel was not as heavy on the pump. And that's why she was winning. As much as I enjoyed Vanjie, as much as I enjoyed portions and moments of some things that she was doing, she herself said it by saying, I don't have the right outfit. Chanel looks like they're in their 40 pluses, no shade. So she can just do. Them knees, Chanelica. You were doing, hold on, I'm making sure I don't run over to my cats. Chanel was doing them knees like, ooh. She's sitting here, ooh, ha, ooh, ha, ha. I said, okay, Miss Thing. I'm like, okay, okay. You knew the song, sweetie. I have no notes for Chanel. I really don't. Like, there is one part of this where she was conjuring all kinds of spirits, and I was just losing my grip. The knees were coming up. I love that little, come on, Vegas knees. It's that one little pot of, like little up, boom, turn, and let me come back to it again. Like, she's setting up to be like, I'm about to go in a little further. She also does this thing too, where you, every what turn back schoon. I'm watching Chanel and studying her like, okay, girl, I see your shit. She did that. It was entertaining. Ooh, there was one portion of the song. Do you remember when they were talking about the water and Chanel does her arms like this? Bitch, I was over here like, what? I said, what? She said, where the water move. I said, wait, shut down. Shut down. I like it. I was like, oh, that move to give the water boat. I said, come on, girl. Come on, girl. Like, yeah. That's why I said this song should have been the final song that Roxy and Chanel would have changed clothes on if they were in the finale, and we would have been given. Can you imagine if Roxy and Chanel had turned clip boom and came back this way? I think Chanel would have gave Roxy a run for her money if that was the song and not Break Free. That would have been a battle. Ooh, that would have been a nasty battle. Like that's why I was like, why is this in the lineup? I guess you're trying to make a song with a different genre sort of feel to maybe give someone a boost in this moment. But if it was for a final, as much as we love Break Free and Ariana Grande, oh my God, Shaka Khan, I'm Every Woman is the last song. Them girls would have came out in gowns, big coats, big nasty coats, spinning children, fabric everywhere. That's why I still say Trinity K. Bonet's performance is the better, because they were in dresses and they were giving a little bit more of that fantasy of grandeur, puss woman, I'm every woman, like it was that. Chanel's last outfit, yes, that would have gone a lot better with Every Woman versus Break Free, which I was looking at her like, are you Agatha all along? What's happening, Miss Thing? Are you just sitting there making up new connotations? What's happening? I'm confused. Um, Thank you for tuning in, everybody. 237 plus of you here. Love you down. Thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Matty. Talking about All Stars 9, Lipsync Lalaparuza. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, I am going to DragCon in very shortly, in a couple of days. Drop a little tip in that fund for the DragCon fund. PayPal.me for /rants, cash over those rants, rants. Thank you so much for the super chats that we've had today. And for those of you who have tipped, if you are unable to tip, hit the thumbs up button, because that's a tip in itself. Tip it, and then get in the comment section and drop your other tip into the comment section. You just put it right there, like just rub it in. You got to rub it in, okay? And you rub your comments in, and then YouTube's algorithm gets hard. And if the algorithm gets hard, then it shoots me into everyone else's faces. Back to Chanel. So Chanel is down here looking like Nathan Lane in the birdcage, bitch, about to go in. I did somehow work that in there. I did. See how I did that? It was almost vulgar. Almost. It's the truth. It was almost vulgar. Almost. Starina. Come on, Joel. That's who she reminded me of a little bit. I was like, bitch. Yeah, almost. Like I said, and I'll do it again. You stick your tip into the comment section by talking about the episode. And when you rub your tip, that is the comment, into the episode, think of what the episode's going to be. Yeah. Okay. it gets the algorithm hard by understanding that, yeah, this comment is like it, ooh, it does it for me. And then they shoot me into everyone's room. See, it did, yeah. Yeah, that is a great. It's not Matthew. It's not at all. It's not a good way. It's not. Nope. Nope. Bad joke. You're not funny. You're not funny. Meh. They got gays up here telling people how to douche. They're gonna let me. They're gonna be just fine with the fuck I just said. All T. They got motherfuckers up here telling people how to put juice in the hole and squeeze. I will be fine. All right. Okay. Oh my God, I'm algorithming. I mean, oh yeah, the boy who nared. Like, girl, why are you showing us your whole tape? Like this thing. Is Raheem calling you? If you want Shabazz' number, baby, just move to LA and get on Grindr, sister. She'll find you. Now, again, back to the show. I'm every woman. Chanel, it's all in me. I said yes. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby. There are raisins in the potato salad, but she can come to the house. She brought the dominoes. She brought the cards. They forgot the cards, but she brought her set. It's clean too. You know, nobody's touched at her house. She has them in case people come over. But when she brings them to the barbecue, everyone can tell there's no chips on them. Ain't no one slammed these down. She was feeling it, and I was here for it. And Chanel, you did that. Go on, bitch. Go on. Do your do. Manji, you did good too, baby. But I was so focused on Chanel. I really was. If you had a different outfit, I think it would have really helped with what you were doing. But I kept thinking of I'm every woman. I'm like, well, technically, Vanjie is basically what Amber Rose would be doing until she found out that she wasn't successful at it, got her ass beat by Jocelyn Hernandez on BET, became angry and enthralled with half of herself, and decided to go to the other side. So if this was slut walk, this would be right with yeah, it's we there, but like ambrosia salad more like Tito. I should have said that. She's bringing ambrosia, and the girl's like, "What's that?" Mm-mm. Anyways, the winner is Trinity K. Bonet. I'm sorry, the winner is Chanel, and I was here for it. I said, Chanel, go on, bitch. And this is it's good that this is happening now because also it was a tough time watching Chanel the whole season on some episodes just not get shit. I was just like, okay, she was great this episode. Come on now. Come on now. We don't do that. Yeah, but Trinity K. Bonet ate this up. Go ahead, Trinity. You win. Mm-hmm. Vanjie, when you know how to make an exit, sister. Hey, Bruno. I may not I may not have any badges, but I got this ass. I was like, well, does Bruno receive that? I mean, he may be one of them wide back bottoms that we know about, but a little muscular booty. So okay. It was funny though. But let's go ahead and close out that poll. I love how I said I was gonna make this a short video, and sure enough, I told you the truth by saying, well, that's a lie. And look at that. I told the truth. Who won? 61% of you said Chanel. 28% of you said Black Girl Magic. 9% said Chop. And 0 for you. Wait, I'm sorry, 9% said Vanjie. 0% said Chop. Oh, I'm weak. I'm sorry, that is so funny. Oh man, I mean it's right, but it's the fact that 28% of y'all knew the assignment. Thank you, babies. It's funny. All right, let's get to Roxy in Nigeria. You know, Angie's one of my good friends. I love her down. I was hoping that she was going to go in on this performance. I would like to say that she gave a good college try. She gave a good college try. Um, because mind you, again, I'm always like, if this had been somebody else, maybe a different story. Here we go. I couldn't ask for another. I love this song. Groove is in the heart. The groove is in the heart. I like what Angie did. This was better than Asia versus Vixen? Yes. I will agree to that. Angie was too flouncy for me in some of the parts of the song. There was some of it where she was just a little too flouncy for me. And it was the I couldn't and I was thinking, oh, I couldn't ask for another. I couldn't ask. Okay, cool. But that was where my issue was with it. I thought she knew the words, did the song very well, and I was enjoying portions of it that I liked. She didn't incorporate comedy as much as she had done before, but like she was doing a couple of boom cats, and I was like, okay, and I liked it, but I was like, no. I kept going back to Roxy, and that's where I'm like, I love you, sister. You know you my bitch. I kept doing this. I was like, okay. And then Mama did that little cha cha, and I said, it's a rap, low key. For the rap, Roxy just throwing it back while she's doing the rap, and Angie's doing the rap itself. I was like, okay, like I did appreciate this. I felt that Angie. I was like, yeah. Also, the slide was hot. The slide was hot, Ange. That groove is in the heart. When you slid right on the lyrical heart, I thought that was hot. But I kept focusing on the rocks. That little na, na, na. Yes. I will say that slide was nasty, friend, because it was right on time, right on time. But yeah, I just mama put that body to work and she gave what needed to be given. And you see how Roxy's smiling in the performance because this would be a song where you can emote that. Angie was smiling too, mind you, but I'm just saying this is that song that gives the I couldn't ask for another. Groove is in the heart. Like that, not groove is in the heart. This is that kind of song. Groove is in the heart. Like everything's up. We're lifting it up. Smiley. That's all. Roxy wins. I love you, sister. You want to run that back again? I said, do you want to run that back again? Love you, baby. Do you want to run that back again? Oh, no. Angie was fighting, though. And I give her credit for that, like I do for Nina, too, especially because it was like, at least you gave a battle, right? At least you were battling. Also, Angie was utilizing the entire stage, just like Roxy. When Angie crossed, Roxy crossed. If Roxy was crossing, Angie crossed. If they're going back, she stays front. It was like boom, they were exchanging motions, exchanging scenes, exchanging. And that's what I liked about it. And that's true performance style. And that's why I appreciate Angie for that. She utilized the entire stage. I hate when girls just sit somewhere. Even in a park and park, you can walk, you can walk, you can park, and then you can walk a little bit. Mama used the whole stage. I said, okay. But yeah, Angie's a joy to watch. She's good people. Let's close the poll. I am running through this now because I feel like I've been talking forever. thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. My apologies if some of your comments haven't been posted. My moderators are not here today, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going back in the chat right now. Peace to Mateo. Not how to put condoms on. Wow, I should have just let that one be not. I'm like, what are y'all saying? Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family, and I do appreciate you so much for tuning in today. So, who won? 88% of you said Roxy, 6% said Injuria, and 4% of you said both were a chop. Why did the chat summary mention the video? Oh, girl. This is a special moment. If you are a person who is part of the logo days of Drag Race and you've been here from like sort of the beginning, even for babies that watched it from the jump to now, there is a level of respect I have for these queens. And it's also just nice to see them being in a finale position, that the girls who are part of the early, not to say early days of drag, like back in the beginnings, but more so were taught, learned, and understand the old way of doing drag, where it wasn't about stunts and it was really about conveying, emoting, and holding the audience with the engagement is real. You got two girls that have had time and experience in drag in the finale of this. And I love how Roxy's like the vintage doll and then the doll. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I receive it. But as a logo watcher, as a logo fan, as someone that watched Chanel literally sit on RuPaul's Drag Race in the first season and say, bitch, I don't care for y'all not telling me that I am that girl. And I know I'm sickening. I look fucking good. But not one of you has told me anything nice about me. Not any day I get it. I was like, whoa. Whoa. That's the Chanel I grew up watching. And Roxy Andrews gaslighting Jinx Monsoon the entire fucking season, and her in Detox making me crack the fuck up, as you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the babies that I remember back in the day. And so I thought this was dope. It's a reminder to a lot of people watching the show. You, just like me, just like anybody, we don't know everything. And just because now social media is popping and all these girls are super popular doesn't mean they're going to just automatically win everything. Some of the people who may not even be in front of the camera as much as they should be would be the same girl that would eat up the next one. Eat her up. Tear her alive. That's why a lot of people, when we watch Drag Race, they mention other girls' names because they know if this was another story and they brought some other babies that have some real performance experience, it's up. Ooh, imagine if they had one season where everybody on there had 10 plus years of drag. Ooh, a whole season of 10 plus years of, oh my God. I want to watch it. I would want to watch that. That would be a gag, like, because ta 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 ta. I know it would definitely have to be like on a streaming app where they would do a season like that, because MTV, if you've seen how MTV is going, they're not doing any legacy shit except for the Surreal Life that's coming out. And I love how Macy Gray is like, I'm on Ozempic. I'm like, talk about the other drugs you do. Matthew, not cool. Not, hey. A pageant girl season would be dope. I'd be here for it. I would want them to do it like a pageant, though, with scorecards and everything. And that way, no one can argue about the votes. It would be based off of a point system. They just get mad at the judges, not the queens. Yep. Break Free by Ariana Grande. Love this song. I think this should have been in the regular lineup with the other songs because this feels like it was made to be the final song for somebody else. I'm like, did y'all think that Chanel was going to be in this final? Because this song doesn't give that. And did you think Roxy was going to get here? Because no shade, this didn't give that for her either. You thought it was going to be somebody else, didn't you? Because I'm like, who is this for? It's a great song. Shaka Khan's I'm Every Woman should have been the finale song. This should have been in the mix. I'm going to keep that. Lock, click, loaded. Either way, I'm all right. It's all right. We can move on from it. But I just was like, this does not fit the bill. But okay. Roxy won. I don't have to give you a poll. What poll is needed right now? Roxy won. The end. The end. Right here, she won. Hey, I should have felt it before. That's it. And you want to know how she won? She won because her clothes matched the occasion. Where are we going? What are you breaking free of? Your husband? The 5-acre mansion over there? Like, what's going on? Sister. Roxy ate her up from the back of the stage for the majority of the show. That was the gag of this all. Roxy wasn't even in the front at all for the most of this. She was literally in the back, chewing her up. No shade, Chanel. She's in the back eating you. I thought this was crazy. I'm like, no way. We're doing this. Like, we actually had some really entertaining stuff come up here, and now I'm watching a slaughter. All right. Break free of a Ryan Murphy contract. Break free of a Tyler Perry movie. Oh my God. Oh my God. If you saw Divorce in the Black, you know why I would say, like, literally break free of a Tyler Perry contract. One of the worst movies I have ever seen in my entire life. Horrible. And anybody like defending it, I don't respect your take in movies. I won't. I don't respect none of your takes in film. None of it. That movie was fucking horrible. And I do not like what he did with that. Like, I have an issue with some of the narratives of that movie. And for him to do it, I was like, I thought you were supposed to be uplifting Black women, but I'll be quiet. Anywho, it's not a good movie. Nobody was good. Not a soul. Not a soul. Not a soul was acting. Like, if you want to watch a bad movie and laugh, I would recommend it. I would recommend it. Horrible movie. Oh God, please don't let that be a thing. I really hope we don't have another one of those. Oh, actually, I do want to see this Slaycation though. I do want to see this Slaycation. I wonder what that's going to be like. Because if the Drag Race Live in Vegas little mini series they did is an indication of Slaycation, we'll be fine. Because that was good. I don't need a poll for this. Roxy wore her out. What song is Chanel singing? What song is Chanel performing? I want to know in the comment section. What song do you think Chanel is performing? Based on this photo, what song is she performing? Mia, shut up. And Nikki, shut up. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Okay, yeah. Oh. Yeah, Tyler's. I like certain movies. The Family That Prays is still the best he's ever done, but I just can't get into his. It's like in your face soap opera-ness. It's like not even trying to give you a chance to breathe. It's just all very fantastical and nonsensical. And it gives, I'm listening or reading something on Reddit about somebody that's not true, but somebody just wanted to make up a really fucked up story. I hate it. It's so annoying. Meeting in the ladies' room. SM, go sit in the corner. Go the Black Nash. Hello by Adele. Okay. I'm trying not to scream at some of these. I don't want to hurt anymore. I know what song she's performing. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Chanel is like, I love. I love God. Please shut the fuck up. Y'all are stupid. Oh, you know what? I know what song Chanel is singing. They not like us. They not like us. Chanel do the sea walk. They not like us. They not like us. Certified lover bar. Certified pedophile. Wow, 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 wow. I gotta see her too. Hey. She's like a minor. You harlot. Oh no, I got it. I got it. Her song. It's the toxic gossip train. Everybody, no, let's move on. Let's move. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Roxy did what she needed to do. It was right with the money. I lived and I breathed. I just want to praise you. I just want to. One of the Clark sisters is singing the way Chanel is on this ground. This is not an Ariana Grande song. One of the Clark sisters is sitting here giving you all kinds of no. Better yet, get that is what is it? Coral. That's Coral, baby. Yeah, that's Tamisha. That's Miss Coral, honey. That's Medea's daughter. There go Coral, right there. There go Coral. She about to sing for you. Mm-hmm. Like, what is happening? Chanel Karen Clark shirt. This is Shirley that Chanel Caesar. Listen, come on, Chanel Caesar. Chanel be holding the mic like this. Give me this. Oh God. Okay, I'm finished. I have to let it go. I gotta let it go. Wow. Roxy is the winner of the Lipsync Lalaparuza finale. They get $10,000 for their charity. They are now with the most badges. We find out that next week is the start of the finale with a part one, followed by part two on the 26th. So, are you team Plastique? Are you team Angeria? Are you team Nina West? Are you team Vanjie? Are you team Gottmik? Gotta bless that one. Are you team Georges? Are you team Chanel LaCuff? Are you team Roxy? Correct. I hope y'all peep that. When I saw the lipsticks, I said, oh, oh, okay. 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 Y'all are about to pull a it don't even matter about the badges right now, no mo bullshit. I see you. That's a lot. So I don't know. I'm going to choose my words carefully here. Yeah, when I saw the lipsticks, I said, "Uh-oh. Here we go." I mean, Prophet, I don't know, friend. I don't know cuz like some of the girls may be strategic in who they vote to be in the top 3. I don't know how this is about to go down, but my brain is already like, okay, girl. Well, if Nina's voting, then she knows she gonna fuck up the math since she gave other bitches badges that didn't need to have them that are currently sitting at the top of the echelon for the throne. Lisa, I have a question. Chanel said I'm undefeated on Drag Race, just like Roxy. Do we not count her going home against Rebecca on season 1 as a loss? I know, and also as one, she said she didn't count it. I wouldn't either. I mean, you can count it. I didn't count it, to be honest with you, since Mama quit low key. Technically, technically, like technically, Chanel was like, "Send me home anyway." So like, she didn't even want to stay. Her stuff, yeah, she literally was like, "I'm bye." You know what I mean? So, so yeah. Girl, I'd vote for Plastic to be in the top 3 just so I could beat her, knowing that she's not going to win this lip sync based off of like literal track record. And I know the girls want to bring Jimbo into the conversation, but I will choose silence for my reasoning on that. But yeah. Yeah, once she has said anything can happen, I was like, oh, shiggity. Oh, shiggity. It's going to be interesting. I don't know, but I'll be excited to talk about it with you. Not Saturday next week. I'll be talking about it with you Tuesday of next. Whoa, Tuesday of the following week. Correct. There we go. Tuesday for the following week versus the Saturday shows. Because I'll be at DragCon from the 19th and the 20th here. I do have somebody that's going to be staying here and watching my cats. So my home will not be unoccupied. So I'll be there the 19th and 20th, but I'll be in LA a total of, I'll be there from Wednesday to Monday. So if you do see me out and about, say hello, say what's up. I would love to meet some of my rant pack babies and give you a big old hug or a dap or whatever to do what we do. Will you do the Patreon while in LA though? No, I will not. I will be waiting to watch said episode when I come back home. So when I come back on Monday, taking a nap after because I have to take a red eye flight. Yep, red eye flight. Be back Monday, and then I'll take a nap and watch it that evening, and then post it that Monday. So both for Canada versus the World and All Stars 9. So if you're on my Patreon that weekend, it'll be a pause on Saturday and Sunday, but immediately Monday following, I'll be doing it. Are you going to any of the 2 after parties? So, see, Diggy asked if I was, and I'm debating. I want to do the season 16 one. I want to, but I don't know if it's sold out or not yet. I have not truthfully bought the after hours ticket. And even for day 2, I thought I bought my ticket. I didn't. I only have my day 1 ticket. So I haven't bought my day 2 ticket yet. And I wanted to do VIP, but I'm also like, I got to still purchase merchandise. But if I did the VIP, I would be able to go to the panels on Saturday. That was my big thing. I was like, I want to go on the panels on Saturday. And I didn't do that the last 2 years. I did the winners panel, but I wanted to just go and just be a part of those other panels. Like a lot of my DragCon experience this year, I wanted to actually just be sitting in said panels and like just listen. Yeah, because it's DragCon's not, it's definitely not, what's the word I'm looking for here? It is not. It's not BravoCon expensive because Alex told me how much BravoCon was, and I was like, "What? Y'all are paying $1,000 to go to BravoCon? That's fucking crazy." But a hundo and some change for a Saturday VIP is still expensive, and I only have my Friday, so I'll figure it out. Hopefully, I get enough tips. Hopefully, something comes through. If not, whatever. I know I'm going to be in the building and I'll be there both days. So, either way, and I always push through. That's just how I operate. Amy, who you got your money on for top 3? If I think is if they're gonna vote and they're gonna do like I think Roxy will be in there. I want to say Angeria, but it would depend on what happens in part 1. But I don't know anymore. The only person I feel is guaranteed in the top 3 is Roxy. Once all this other shit happen, I'm like, it's not like they're gonna like Roxy can't get 5 badges and be that girl and then get to the finale and then they just keep her out the winning. Like that would make any sense. So I feel there will be voting involved, and I think Roxy will be a shoo-in in the numbers, but I don't know about everybody else. That's the part that's killing me right now. Because I didn't know this was going to be. I had my little insider or whatever to the season, but this is new. I was like, oh, I did not know this. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. So scary. And I'm kind of hyped because now I'm freaking out about what the answers are going to be. But yeah. I'll be avoiding all spoilers during DragCon weekend. I just won't even be on Twitter for that weekend, low key. I'll probably be muting my phone and all that kind of shit. And if you live in LA, you'll be able to reach me. Everybody else won't. But yeah, we'll see. But thank you for the super chat, Amy. I'm honestly, I have no clue. I think Roxy's the only one that's guaranteed in that 3. I don't know about everybody else. All right, y'all. Listen, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in, for being a part of this live today, for listening to me ramble and rant about one of our favorite shows, RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 9, the Lipsync Lalaparuza episode 10. I need you to hit the thumbs up button before you leave me. I need you to get in the comment section, not this live chat comment section, but the actual comment section. Maybe copy and paste something you had from here that you wanted to show in the comment section, but low-key type something out because I'd love to see it of what your thoughts were on the lip syncs, what you think is going to happen for the finale, overall thoughts on the show. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Get in that comment section. Get in the comment section. Get in there and do what you got to do. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I'm going to say it again so we're on topic. Get in that comment section. And please leave a comment on this video for the algorithm sakes and purposes. If you want to drop a tip, you might drop it before we leave. Again, DragCon is around the corner and anything and everything is super helpful. PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo is right there. And those links are also available in the About section. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow for the panel. It will be Dooley and Gabby tomorrow. So Gabby will be back as well, but also Dooley will be in the house this time, and we'll be covering this episode as well as hot topics too. And then Monday, I'll be interviewing AJ from House on Fire. And Tuesday before my trip, I'll be posting that edited video as well. That'll be the last video I post before I go on my trip. When I get to Los Angeles, I will be more than likely going live the day before DragCon. where I forget, I'm not sure where I'll be at exactly. If I'm going to be at one friend's house or the other friend's house, I'll be staying at one person's place for one portion of time and then another person's. But I'll be going live that Thursday. Yeah, earlier in the day. I will. Joseph, oh my gosh. Big hugs coming your way. I will see you at DragCon. Bring your hugs and your smiles and all the lovey wubs and all the rant pack energy. Okay. I'm excited to meet you and I'm excited to meet everybody else. And if I already met you, I'm excited to see you again. What a day. What a week. I made it through, and so did you. So if you're still waiting on power out here in Houston, I'm putting up extra prayers for you that you're nice and cool and that you're nice and safe and that you have somewhere to sleep tonight that is not uncomfortable, that you got food in your bellies and you got water in your body so you're not dehydrated. So for those of you affected by Hurricane Beryl, got all my love, you got all my support, and Houston strong. We're going to make it through this. And yeah. Appreciate every single one of you. I will see you tomorrow for the panel. Until then, bye.
Listen.